All right, so here's what we'll start off with. Yeah, above average temperatures, heat indices 115 plus. Now, I've been touching on that rain. A week from now, a little more decent rain chances, but maybe early in this week, we might see a touch of rain, which we'll go over in the next couple of minutes. But we hit 101 today, nowhere near what we saw back in 1962 at 107 degrees. I mean, is there a big difference? Either way, it's very hot. Even though we stayed around average 96, it's another hot day here in South Texas. I talked about it just a few moments ago. Well, yeah, some nice breeze action going on. We have a little bit of a tug and pull between the highs and the lows. And yes, we're seeing 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts in some spots. That keeps the air movement not as stagnant. The only thing is causing some problems for fire weather. We have some red flag warnings and some fire weather concerns. So if you're going to try not to burn really at the moment with the winds the way they are. If a fire starts, it can spread rapidly, very, very quickly. We don't want any problems. Yeah, that's the only bad thing with these winds and this dry vegetation. Humidity's on the lower side, and yes, as hot as it's been. All right, another heat advisory and excessive heat warnings going on until about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. Some temperatures at 115 plus, especially further west or even some areas outside of the viewing area. All right, in the 80s on the coast, yeah, a little drier out to the west, but then we're seeing some hotter temperatures out there as well. A little more incoming solar radiation from the sun. Either way, very hot pretty much right across South Texas. Here's our heat indices. Yeah, yesterday this time, for a brief few minutes here and there, we were at 115, 116, so yeah, about 7, 8 degrees cooler, but still very much on the hot, oppressive side. 110 in Cuero, up there in Gonzales right now, 112 with that real feel. Here's our future for our heat indices. Here is what we got. So yeah, they look to go down later in the week. Our high pressure looks to slowly move away and not be covering us up anymore. That can allow some cloud cover, some moisture, and maybe even some rain showers. This is what I'm talking about. Here's the high just protecting us, diverting all storm activity around. Any storms that want to move in start to deteriorate quickly in that stable environment. But as the high starts to move away from us, closer to the west coast or desert southwest and further away from the Gulf, it allows some of that Gulf action, the moisture, cloud development to start occurring. And if that happens, we could see some rain showers. So here's the most eastern periphery of the high. We could start to see potential rain maybe in that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. Here's what we got for our future tracker. Nothing too heavy, nothing too consistent. But I talked about Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe some of that action can start to move into the viewing area. Now the chances are on the lower side. I'm going to keep it at 20 to 30%. But hey, that's our best effort in a long time. We'll have to hope for it. 91 for our water. Seas 2 to 3, but still bays are going to remain on the smooth side. All right, Hurricane Fernanda. Yes, another one out there in the Pacific. Another couple other disturbances looking to develop as well. Potential for tropical storm development in the coming days with conducive conducive atmospheric environments. Now, it's 5,000-mile journey and then some. That is Dora. That's right. Was Hurricane Dora and then Typhoon Dora, now Tropical Storm Dora, maybe starting to fizzle out as it crosses all the way across the entire Pacific Ocean. 80s this evening, overnight dropping down to 78 degrees. Then for tomorrow, that's right back at it, 101. Heat indices pushing 111 degrees. Lots of sun all week, hot temperatures, but maybe a chance as the high slides off, maybe some rain. I know it's low percentages, but that's the best we've seen in a long, long time here in South Texas.